Yo guys, it's TheFatRat and I am back with part 6 of my Forza car wishlist. This one, some of them are a little sillier than my previous parts. I think my silliest one so far was the Formula 1 car from part 3. The rest of them have all been pretty serious, or like they've been maybe hypercars, supercars, maybe family cars, but I've got some quite outlandish ones to finish off with. So let's get started with our first one, which is the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko. This car was recently added to the Crew 2, so I mean it will probably make its way to Forza if it has in the recent update. Sorry, I should have mentioned this as well. I've done the past 3 parts in advance, so if any of these cars are in Forza now with the recent update, that's a good thing because it means the car I want is in the game. So yes, the Jesko has just been added to the Crew 2. I can see it being added to Forza soon enough because the Devo and the Pista and no, the Performante wasn't. It was a set of Corsa. But the Pista and the Devo were in the Crew 2, and they eventually came over to Forza a couple months later. So I wouldn't put it past them to include this. The second car is the 2014 BMW M3 or the F80 M3 if you are interested in that naming scheme. I didn't really realise it wasn't in the game until I was sort of thinking about maybe making either a replica of the Apex Nürburgring Ring Taxi or a replica but with the Quantum paint on it if you want to join Quantum, link in the description. Shameless plug. But yeah, it was something I was thinking about making, but then when I realised it wasn't actually there, I thought, huh, that should be there. Now, there's supposedly a new M3 coming, so it would make sense maybe they would add that one when it comes out, but in the meantime it would be good to add this one because they have basically every other M3 except this one. The third car is probably the most highly requested car in Forza history bar the Performante, but it is a Lamborghini. It's the Aventador SVJ. I can see where they're coming from. I like the ASV. The Aventador when it came out was a very good car. It's starting, I don't know what it is about it, there's just something that is starting to show its age. You can tell it's from the early part of last decade. But I think the SVJ sort of, apart from maybe them nostrils, but the rest of the car looks alright. I'm starting to grow on the nostrils. I was never a big fan at the start, but now they're not too bad. I would definitely like to see it in the game. The fourth one, I'm aware why it's not in the game, but I would still like to see it. It's the 2003 Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. No, it's not in the game because of licensing issues, because McLaren and Mercedes can't reach an agreement or something over licensing apparently. But now that McLaren's gone back to the Mercedes engines for next season, we may see it, maybe not in this game, but maybe in the next Forza title, but it would still be nice to see in Horizon 4. The fifth car is along the same lines as the 2009 Mercedes-Benz SLR Sterling Moss. I refer to my previous comments on licensing, but this one is more an open top one, and I believe it was in, I know it was in her Motorsport 4, which is nearly a decade ago. We're talking 9 years ago since that game came out. It doesn't feel that long, but it is. The next car is a car that I only realised wasn't in the game when Shmi bought it, so you can obviously guess what it is, the SLS AMG Black Series. Again, I'm surprised it's not in the game. The SLS in the game, the GTR, AMG GTR, which is the newer car, is in the game along with the GTS, so I would like to see the Black Series in the game because it's a lunatic, and it would be very good to put it against the GTR, even the GTR Black Series that is currently going through development at the moment. I'm sure it will make it into a title in the future, but there we go. The next car is another car that was in Motorsport 4 and probably will never return as it was burnt to a crisp in 2008. So we all know what that car is. It's the 2007 Mazda Furai. Now this car, I didn't realise until I actually had to look up what year the car was because I couldn't remember off the top of my head for this. I found out it's actually a Wankel, which for some reason I knew, but on another hand I didn't, and it kind of shocked me, but in a good way. So yeah, it's something I would like to see. I don't think it ever will, but it Come on, it does look very good, and I think it would probably put like the IDR and all to shame in the game. Okay, so as I said at the start of the video, I had some silly ones. So far, really, they've only been sort of mad lunatic cars, or cars with no roof, or cars that have been burnt down. The next three are properly silly. So the 8th and 9th are linked. I'm refraining from calling them cars because they're trucks. The 2016 Scania S and the 2012 Volvo FH16. Now, I'm aware we have the Iron Knight in the game, but this is more of a standard FH16 that I'm looking, and also a standard Scania S series. Why? I like trucks. I play Euro Truck, I play American Truck, I have a VTC as I plugged earlier, link in the description. But I was thinking how these could be implemented, and I've had an idea. In the update that was launched, well, by the time this video goes out, but the one after or before this, that had the deliveries, we could have it so we could deliver with these, whether it's just like one of these with a trailer in the back, or a rigid truck, which is the longer one that's just a single. I think that would be a pretty cool idea to have, because like, I mean, we have the Unimog, which is the closest sort of thing we have apart from the racing trucks themselves. I think it would be quite cool. People could then pretend to be truck drivers, and yeah, it would be something interesting and different to add. And I mean, I know you can play Euro Truck and all, but I still think it'd be interesting to see how Forza could do this and like what upgrades you could do. Because like Euro Truck, yes, is upgrades, but you could, like on this, you could probably put custom rims on it. You could then do like you could slam it. You could probably put camber. You can make it in a drift truck. You do different paints on it. You can. I think what else you can actually put on a truck. You can put light bars on it, you can put different lights and all. Like, I know you can do all in your truck, but it'd be cool to see it in Forza because no car has that amount of customization, and it'll be pretty cool to see. And the 10th one is probably even sillier than the trucks, but we already technically have one of these, but it's a different purpose. The one we have in the game was added with the Top Gear DLC, but Top Gear story. And that was the Tractor, and this is a Case Quad Track 620. Oh, I'm gonna have to explain myself. Why not add a proper tractor into the game? Now, when I say proper tractor, this is bloody massive. It's got tracks, 4 of them, hence Quad Track. But I think it'll be something interesting to have. I don't know why. I think I started to just run out of ideas by the end, and I'm just like, yeah, that would be an idea. So, yeah, that's it for part 6. This is my final part for now. If you have any suggestions for cars for future parts, leave them in the comments below, and I will check them out for the next one. I don't know when there will be a part 7. If there will be a part 7, I'm sure there will be. But for now, yeah, that's it. So like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.